Don Francisco is an independent American singer, songwriter, and musician specializing in the field of contemporary Christian music. He has won 2 Dove Awards, 1980 Song of the Year and 1980 Songwriter of the Year. Background: Don Francisco was born in Louisville, Kentucky, the son of a Christian seminary professor Clyde T. Francisco. Francisco's early career centered on the folk rock music common during the mid-1960s, but after an experience Francisco believed was supernatural, he rededicated his life to God and changed his personal musical direction. Francisco is married and lives in Colorado with his wife, Wendy, also a recording artist as well as a graphic artist. In 1977, Don Francisco recorded "I Don't Care Where You've Been Sleeping" for the album Forgiven. According to the Francisco's website, we get more letters about the healing impact of this song than any other except "He's Alive" single. It is one of the most uncompromising songs he has ever written, and it is considered by many to be one of his best songs. Benson re-released the original album Forgiven along with Got to Tell Somebody, and put them both on one CD in 1988. That re-release left off the song "I Don't Care Where You've Been Sleeping" off in order to fit both albums on one 70-minute CD. However, they did release the Forgiven album in the early 1990s with that song on it, along with all others, on their Right Price line of CDs. Eventually, after 1994, Don Francisco opted to operate independently, which, while affording him more control, seems to have had no ill effect on his musical output or quality. On the contrary, albums released after have gradually gained the use of further session work and demonstrate an even greater range of styles. In 2003, Francisco released The Promises, which consists almost entirely of selected and paraphrased readings from the Bible. The disc is a collaboration between Don and Wendy Francisco. Musical style: Francisco's style is fairly distinctive, focusing on acoustic instruments barren of modern production techniques, and concentrates on the narratives of the songs, using ballad styles as speaking through the music that interprets scriptural events or biblical lessons, specifically with respect to the teachings of Jesus Christ and his messages of unconditional love, salvation, and even a lesson against religious self-righteousness and Pharisaic condemnation, as is the case with many singer-songwriters advocating a specific religious belief or philosophical viewpoint through music. Francisco uses his adaptations and interpretations as the means to convey what he feels are the most important teachings of the Judeo-Christian scriptures. Some of Don Francisco's songs deal with what his site calls churchianity, where the habit of church life replaces actual Christianity. Views on copyright: Don Francisco retains full copyright on all of his work and used to hold a very liberal approach to sharing music. His original website used to provide free music downloads and actually encouraged copying with proper notice. This position was held on the basis of Christian love and a rare stand against the commercialism of Christianity. The updated website now has a storefront as the landing page and is primarily used to market his merchandise. The free downloads have been eliminated and all references to copying and sharing music have been deleted. Barred from the UK. In March 2009, Don Francisco was scheduled to perform in an Easter music program in the English port town of Poole but was briefly barred from entering the United Kingdom. Francisco claimed that at London's Heathrow Airport he was detained and escorted by armed guards back to the United States, and was barred entry for listing his occupation as gospel singer and failing to obtain a religious worker visa, a new requirement under British law. That year, the United Kingdom passed a new points-based immigration system that increased scrutiny for religious workers traveling to the country. Discography: 1976, Brother of the Sun. 1977 Forgiven, 1979 Got to Tell Somebody, 1981 The Traveler, 1982 To the Live Concert, 1984 Holiness, 1985 One Heart at a Time, 1987 The Power, 1988 High Praise, 1989 Live in the UK, 1991 Vision of the Valley, 1992 Come Away, 1994 Genesis and Job, 1999 Grace on Grace, 2001 Only Love is Spoken Here, 2003 The Promises, 2005 That I May Know You, 2007 The Sower, 2009 Let It Ride, 2012 Carols on Guitar, 2014 Forever My Friend, Compilations 1985 The Poet, 1991 Early Works, 1996 Word Pictures, 1999 Balladeer Tales, 1996 He's Alive Collection Volume I, 1998 Beautiful to Me Collection Volume 2, 2004 The Package Collection Volume 3.